So what is up, guys? My name is Vix, and if you've been living under a rock recently, you might not have heard that there's a new Dragon Ball Z movie coming out. This is his direct sequel to Battle of Gods. It's made by Akira Toriyama once again. He's the lead designer, the story writer, and everything, so that's always cool. And basically, if you guys haven't heard what this movie is about, it's called Fukkatsu no F in Japanese, and basically the translation of that into English is literally the revival of Frieza, or the revival of F, or resurrection of F. And if you don't know what F means, it means Frieza. And I just want to ask you guys how you feel about that. One of the biggest villains is coming back. I quite like Frieza, so I don't see why more enemies weren't resurrected with the Dragon Balls. If you don't know what's happening, I'll let you guys know what's happening in this movie very shortly. But basically, we got a trailer very recently as well showing us off Frieza's, supposedly, everyone's calling it his god form. I'm not sure if that is his god form, but you see Frieza's new form. And he's basically tackling Goku and Vegeta in this form, and he's quite a threat. Now, essentially how Frieza gets this power, and how I know this is there's an adaptation in the manga format where I recently read it online on mangastream.com, which is a pretty good manga site. But anyway, I was reading this manga and it tells you the story, so from here on this are going to be spoilers of the movie. If you don't want to hear that, just stop watching right now. I've told you. But essentially what happens is one of Frieza's henchmen brings him back with the Dragon Balls by using Pilaf. Pilaf is such a knob, man. He gives the Dragon Balls to resurrect Frieza, who's going to annihilate planet Earth, which is just great. You see this in the trailer. But I think the henchman is called Sorbet. He brings Frieza back, and Frieza comes back, and you see Frieza in Hell in this manga adaptation. And Hell is all fluffy, it's got all these funny characters flying about, and Frieza's just like in a Boo-like cocoon. I'm not sure because it wasn't in colour, so I couldn't really tell what it looked like, but it was like a cocoon that Boo had inside his body where he was keeping all the absorbed people. And Frieza's inside this, he gets revived and he comes back to Earth, but he comes back to Earth in pieces, and then they resurrect him inside a Saiyan, the Saiyan, you know, the healing machines. I forgot what you call them, the Saiyan pods? I guess you could call them that. But Frieza heals inside of that and comes back, and essentially this is what he says: I've grown weaker, and since I'm a genius, I'm gonna train for the next 6 months, and I'm gonna get my revenge on the Saiyans. And then he comes to planet Earth. This is basically where the trailer comes in, because the trailer was released in a very timely fashion with the manga chapter, and it kind of made all sense to me. So Frieza comes to Earth and brings all of his henchmen. So this movie, hopefully, we're going to have a lot more action than we did in Battle of Gods. I did like Battle of Gods, but I think the reason I liked it a lot was because I hadn't seen my characters in over 20 years, and just seeing them on the screen again was just awesome, and, you know, in HD and stuff, it was really cool. But in this, we're going to get a lot more action, which I really do like. Akira Toriyama himself has stated, and I got this all from Wikipedia, so take that for what you will, it's not a trusted source, but Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, has stated that this movie will have a lot more action, and it's going to be funny as well. We see a lot of the Z fighters as well. You'll see clips of the trailer in the video, hopefully, if I edit them in, which I will, which I do want to. But you see clips of the Z fighters fighting, you see Krillin flying through the woods, you see Piccolo spamming his ki blast. You even see Gohan get knocked the hell out, which is kind of insane. This trailer will be linked in the description below if you guys do want to see it. But basically, my key questions are you excited for this movie? What do you expect from it? And what do you think about Frieza's new god form? The next thing I want to talk about in this movie is something that Mr. Toriyama himself has stated, is that Vegeta is going to be the lead role in this. Now, for two reasons I like this. One, I always felt that Vegeta had a rivalry against Frieza and never really got to play his part. I mean, Goku kind of stole that part, and I always felt that Vegeta never got his glory, and I kind of feel like it's kind of time that Vegeta gets his glory, and Frieza is going to present this kind of challenge, which Goku himself will not be able to stop, and Vegeta is going to be the hero. So who knows what's going to happen in this movie, but Toriyama has said that he wants Vegeta to play the hero. No one knows if it's going to be that case, but we do see in the trailer that Vegeta is powering up. It looks like he's going into his god form. It's going to be really cool. I really expect to see two gods at least. I want to see Goku in his Kaioken god form and Vegeta in his blue Kaioken god form, because I think the god forms just look like Kaioken, but with a high definition version of the ki. But that's essentially what I'm really excited for. I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you think about Vegeta becoming the lead role and taking his revenge on Frieza? Because I personally feel that he should definitely do it, because he always had a bigger love for the Saiyan race, and he always felt bad for not protecting his homeland, and he always, in the show, he always wanted his revenge against Frieza, but could never take it because he was a weakling. But now, it doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to be the case that Vegeta has finally gotten to the level where he can take Frieza out. I mean, normally he could definitely beat the normal white sperm cell version of Frieza. That's not a problem, but this new God form, that's going to present a challenge, and I'm excited to see what this is going to be about. I'll obviously watch it in Japanese and I'll cover the movie, but I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you guys think about this movie? Are you guys excited for it? What do you think about Vegeta becoming a god? And what do you think about Frieza's new God form? So Frieza's come out with his God form, and it looks to be a golden version of his skin instead of the normal spermy white version. Now, what do you guys think about this new form? Personally, I don't like it as much as I liked his final white sperm cell form, because I always thought that looked a lot better and more sinister than this golden dude that's in it. He doesn't even look like Frieza, man. He looks someone totally different, which I don't know what Toriyama was thinking. I personally don't prefer this form. Maybe after watching the movie it'll change my opinion. Maybe he'll be so badass that I'll be like, yo, Frieza is insane in this form, and then I might grow to love it. But as it is right now, I don't prefer him in this form. I prefer the old Frieza than I do this golden dude. So tell me what you guys think about that. I really want to hear what you guys think about this new Frieza God form. Is that what we're calling it? I'm not even sure if this is his God form. Has that been confirmed? Please, can someone tell me, is that confirmed? Does Frieza have the God power? Can he feel the God essence? Can he become a god like Beerus and Whis and Goku to an extent? I'm not sure if Goku can become a god, because we only saw it once in the movie in Battle of Gods where Goku actually transformed back into a god, and he had to have a trigger to do that. So I'm not sure if he can, you know, willingly go into god mode just clicking just like he could do in Super Saiyan essentially. But if he could do that, I don't see why Vegeta couldn't do that, and if they could both do that, I don't see why they couldn't kick Frieza's ass. So even if this is his god form, he's gonna die anyway, so we already know the outcome. I don't see how the Earth is gonna get blown up. There's gotta be a good ending. That's why we all love DBZ, the good guys always win, even though Vegeta is technically on the grey area. But he should be good now, he's pretty good now, he's pretty good. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, thank you for watching. Give the video a like if you want me to cover more Fukkatsu no F news, or Resurrection of Frieza if you prefer that title. But once again, like the video if you did like it. Thank you for watching once again, and tell me your thoughts on Vegeta becoming a god, Frieza's new god form, and Goku actually not playing as big part as he usually does, which I kind of like. I kind of like Vegeta finally getting some glory. Thank you for watching. My name is Vix, and fare thee well.